Flying Domingo. Yeah. Keep tearing that jig up. Three, 5, 1. Cleveland. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Trying to have a thumpy Tuesday. Whoa. What's going on? Shoot. Oh man. Hang out for a second. the beast. Let's fish. The burn. Got my nose running. I was throwing all types of stuff. I've been here like 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I threw hair jigs. I threw tube jigs. You know what they wanted? The thumpy. On that Turner jig. Crop kid. Even the bluegie wants some. Yeah. That thing is just full of oil. These spider webs. I need to bring a broom out here and get all these spider webs off. Ugh, it's annoying. Drop it down there, see what happens. The wee wah booger. Down here in the shade. Looking for the crappos. Having a good day? Hope so. Ooh, had a little thumpy thump there. A little thumpy thump. Out here on my lunch break, looking for a couple little lunchtime bats. So far it's been kind of quiet. You right there. Crapo! Fishing's been tough lately. Not only just because it's hard to find them, but it's been tough mentally for me. I lost my dog a little while ago and had her for 13 years. Had her sister for 15. And we had to let her go because of her cancer. You know, mourning, it's something that follows you. It follows you everywhere you go, and you can't turn it off. Follows you at work. Follows you when you're trying to connect with friends. Follows you when I'm trying to make a video. I miss that dog. Like losing one of my kids. Bugio was a good dog. Hard act to follow if I was to get another. Some crappie in there. I own a lot of dogs. I don't know about y'all. I've owned a lot of dogs in my life. And I never kept them past, say, 7 years. Until I got those girls. And after letting them go, it's been hard for me. It's been hard for me to work. It's been hard for me to be making videos. Working this pole here and then that big pole over there. Some people don't really approve of euthanasia. While others deem it necessary to be humane. Now Bluey, she had a growth that developed about a year ago, probably a little less than that, in her memory tissue. Being a profession that I'm in, I already knew. You know, we can remove it and all that stuff, but it'll just metastasize if it hadn't already metastasized. So I knew it was just keeping her comfortable. Keeping her comfortable with my kids and family, and that she's not in any distress or in pain. So recently we took her, that thing grew 4 or 5 times its size within the year. And I already know. So wanted to get confirmation with the vet. I talked with the vet. My wife took her up there. Told her, you know, let them take their x-rays, because that's what we're going to do, is look at the internal organs. Sure enough, her lungs were filled of it. The vet was amazed how well she's been doing with what she saw. And Bluey would never let you know when she's in pain. You would have to see her mannerisms, her panting and sleeping and laying all the time. Dogs won't show you pain because they're a pack animal, and when you're in a pack, if you show weakness, that means you're a weak link and you're detrimental to the pack. And so their mentality as wild, they're wolves, they're just domesticated wolves. Their mentality as a wolf is don't show any pain or, you know, vulnerability. Or the alpha wolf or everybody else would just take care of it. They'll kill their own if they see someone's injured, especially a paw or something like that, because that's one thing they need. So no senior citizen home in the wild. Throwing this devil's sunshine. Crappie kid made it. Bluey was like one of the Out of all the dogs I owned, and I owned a lot of them, from Chihuahuas to other pit bull breed, bully breeds. Something about that dog. She was a half Queensland blue heeler and half bully, but she was all black and white, or what they call piebald or something, when they're just black and white and that's it. She wasn't no Dalmatian. But she was just black and white only. Of course, she got gray after a few years, but that's all right. It was hard to convince my kids because they didn't understand, because she was acting like she wasn't hurting or nothing, but that growth ruptured. It was bleeding profusely, like gunshot wound victim, like blood. Oh man, got hung up. Well, I'll be right back. And they didn't understand why. You know, can't we just stop the bleeding? Hold up. Bluegill. That's why I named her, well, my brother named her Bluegill. That's who I got her from. Very loyal dog. I mean, I've had dogs get out and run off, you know. If she used to be a fence jumper when she was young. That was about it. She would jump the fence, but not run away and just be on the other side of the fence. Sometimes I look out my window back in those days and she was just perched on the fence like a bird. Mind you, a little 3-foot chain link fence. This 50-pound dog was just perched on top of it. Looking around. She was a hunter. Always liked to hunt squirrels. She was a squirrel killer. But she was a mastermind at it. And when I say mastermind, it's like devise a plan to get it and not just chase them just to chase them. She would give them enough rope to hang themselves, so to speak. I got a story about that dog. We had her tethered. We had her on a zip line because the neighbors got tired of her jumping the fence. Go figure. So we put her on the zip line. And she, one day I came out in the morning and that zip line went all the way around a tree limb. And that tree limb was pretty high up. It was taller than me. The crapo. And I'm like, how did she get that line around that limb? That limb was way up there. And I found a squirrel at the bottom with no head. I was like, oh, you got tired of that squirrel chirping at you. She'd never chase them, she would watch them. So I guess what she did is she caught one trying to get up that tree and that limb. It had a bunch of vines going up that big tree. She was also polydactyl on her back leg. She had 2 extra toes. Dew claws were vascularized and had bone in them. So she was polydactyl. So she could grip with those back feet. That squirrel didn't know. And that wasn't the first time I saw that. That happened again and again. That was like her trap. Those squirrels would think that she couldn't get up that tree. Oh man. Oh, Bluey. Very protective. Very protective dog. She watched my kids. She'd watch my kids' friends, you know, make sure that they're cool. A couple of them she wouldn't get along with. Come to find out, those kids weren't cool. She knew. And a couple more stories about that dog. She would never eat out of a bowl. You know, she would just tip the bowl over, then eat the food on the floor. It's just how she preferred it. It was weird. Weird dog. Oh, Percy. I've been throwing all types of jigs in there. This fish wanted that Percy. Right down in there. Say, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, thumpy. Oh, Bluey. I'm about to call it a day. Post-work session complete. I gotta go pick up the boy from practice. Go Pioneers! Corey with Thump Hog Fishing, and I like fishing. For those. Crapo! Oh, it's hot. But they're still biting. It's still biting. That is great. Just after a while, they start biting. Huh. Good night. Good night.
Well, maybe we'll put this one back. What are these? Look.
You just put them in the bag, babe.
Wait, for free?
No, that's what you carry them in the bag. You don't have to carry them one by one.
Do you want to pick out one for Sandy?
They're 3 for $5, so you could pick one of each. You don't have to. Look at the white ones.
So,
I like these fugly ones. They're those long ones over there.
Alright, I got two.
You finding some?
Yeah, I found 3.
Look at these guys.
Here, I got,
Don't they look crazy? Look at those.
look, I got 3.
Okay. You want to pull the cart? You can put them in there.
Alright.
Pull the cart.
You go pick out one.
The first 3.
You go pick out one. Where'd
I'm
she
still
go?
looking. I'm still looking. Did you pick pumpkin, Caleb?
Look.
Look
I
at.
know what this could be.
What can that be?
It could be a tiny mushroom walking.
Corey with Thumb Pollock Fishing. We're getting back on them. We're getting back on them. What's that? A wee wall. Hee haw. Well, boys and girls, got us a good thump. Down some. Wee wall. Hee haw. On a 1/64 ounce jig head, gold plated. Slow rolling it. Exercising patience. Exercise patience. Trying to keep it a foot below the water. Ooh. Happy Friday. Almost broke me off too. A Domingo jig. Yup. My first pepper. A Serrano. My second pepper. A habanero.
Football.
These did not grow any peppers. I don't know why. But I'm gonna try to save them, probably bring them in. Bring them in. They're super hot, it's these two. These are habaneros. And this is my little Serrano. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. You go, Serrano. You go.